Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Let's go, baby, let's go!
From a championship backfield to your morning drive.
Hands to Hester, and Hester, yep, got it, 5 out of 5!
You're locked in to Off the Bench.
Flynn is back to throw from the end zone, boom!
Live from the Raising Cane's studio, here's Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Yo.
Hey, guys.
Welcome in, OTB. Monday morning, Monday. Not the best sports weekend here for Off the Bench. LSU Tigers go down. New Orleans Saints go down. Team USA in the Ryder Cup goes down. And then just like here on this show, like the Chargers lose, the Bucks lose, the Packers tie. Oh.
How'd the high schools do?
You had one.
There we go.
There we go.
I call Episcopal games every Friday. They lost.
Wow.
What?
It was one of those weekends where just everything went wrong.
Not a great one. Not a great weekend. Not all losses are created the same. We'll say that. So we'll get to LSU's loss. We'll get to the Saints' loss. We'll get to the Ryder Cup loss. We'll get to all of it. But before we do all of that, we do want to go around the room, get a little vibe check here from everybody. Jake, Flynn, Alondra, Tate, all here with you. Matt, you're up first. Go ahead,
man.
bud.
Vibe checks. Vibe checks are real low. Energy levels real high right now. I woke up without an alarm this morning. Alarm's usually set for 5:30.
Good
Woke
for you.
up about 5:15.
All right.
Not a big deal. Feet on the ground. Thank the good Lord for another day.
Yeah.
Nothing's guaranteed out there in life.
Nope.
But we're here. It's Monday. A lot of just brutalness over this past weekend. You know, a couple things you just got to shake your head. Sometimes you got to laugh life off. Okay, it's not live, laugh, love. You just gotta, what I'd say, laugh life off. Whatever.
It's definitely not live, laugh.
No, definitely not this weekend. So,
not live, laugh, loving right now.
not live, laugh, loving at all.
No
But-
Hobby Lobby sign could.
Yeah, so
Fix
it was, you know me during, this was a big
Keep
watch
calm and
weekend
carry
for me.
on.
Exactly. It's a big watch weekend for me. I had a lot of TV screens going. You know, it's one of those times where things are happening not your way. I don't know if I was the best parent, you know, when the LSU's losing. America's getting throttled on Saturday while America's losing, or while LSU's losing. It just wasn't great. But that's not going to change my energy levels. I'm not going to let it steal my joy for too long. We're going to refocus. We're going to analyze.
Better.
We're going to talk about it. And we're going to try not to lose our tempers. Actually, we're pretty level-headed. We'll be fine.
All right. Alondra, how you doing?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and get off at the next stop. Get off the bus at the next stop, the closest stop possible. But to get the vibes back up,
Okay.
nobody is more excited about Bad Bunny being the halftime performer than I
There you
am.
go.
I'm
And-
happy for you.
And Raising Cane's is sponsoring the studio.
Yeah.
Also,
there
big
we go.
plus.
And I love that.
chicken
They
dinner.
brought
Yeah.
us a bunch of gear on Friday. Y'all weren't here.
What?
Oh, yeah.
That's where,
Hats,
that's where the big dog came from. You petted this morning.
hats,
Oh, yeah, the big
stuffed
dog is sweet.
animals,
Yeah.
shirts, box combo cards.
What about
for
Tindies?
Maybe
Or
some,
cards
there might
to
be
get
some.
Tindies.
There might be some Tindies in the works later on.
Oh,
See.
snap.
Got a puppy
Now,
on the
you're
desk
right.
with sunglasses.
Hold on a second. That's a good vibe check right there.
I know. I'm
Tindies?
trying to bring the vibes back up. Oh, did you know also? I don't know if a lot of people know this or not. Cane's has honey mustard,
What?
and it's actually good.
I mean, I'm not surprised that
I did
it's
not know.
delicious.
Yeah. Life hack: Cane's has honey mustard.
All right.
Since when? This can't be.
I don't know since when, but Jimmy told me about it, and so I went to go try it one day, and I thought he was trolling me, and I was going to go there and ask for honey mustard, and they were going to be like,
No, you
girl,
idiot.
we only
got
have cane sauce
sauce.
here.
We got 4 things on the menu.
Right? We got
Honey
chicken
mustard
tenders.
ain't on it.
Ain't on it.
So I thought they were
Come
going
into
to
our restaurant.
Yeah.
You asked for something we don't have.
I thought that's what was going to happen to me.
Get the menu right.
I thought that's what was going to happen to me, and it did not, thankfully. They do have good honey mustard, though.
I'll be darned.
Trying to get the vibes back up because literally nothing
Nothing went our way.
went well this weekend. Like, no parlays hit.
Yeah, it's my bad.
No, I mean, I had side ones that weren't the pontoon parlay, and like those got messed up by like one leg. Fantasy not doing well.
Other than that,
All I can look forward to is Bad Bunny,
You had a bad fantasy beat, huh?
bro. I don't want to talk about Romeo Dobbs and his dumb Guardian cap.
You were right to not play
hat
him
trick.
though because of the Guardian cap. Like that was the correct move.
No,
He was playing.
I
she
was playing
against
him.
Ah,
And of course, I think he was projected to have like 11 points.
Yeah.
Ended up with 22.
3 tuds. Yeah.
So,
I'm gonna ask something here.
not having a good week.
This is gonna make me feel like a real old guy.
Bad Bunny.
Who's Bad Bunny?
Man,
You know what?
Puerto Rican superstar.
I Googled him last night and was like, he was the caddy on Happy Gilmore.
It's a guy.
It's a guy.
I mean, I've played him on this show before, but like, he is a Puerto Rican. I mean, I would say he's like Puerto Rican Drake. Yeah.
He was good in Happy
Sick.
Gilmore too.
You don't have to feel like the old guy. Like I couldn't tell you a Bad Bunny song.
He's on Happy Gilmore too.
Yeah, he's the caddy, the funny one. He
Okay.
winds up hitting the
I
golf shot
hadn't
at the
seen
end.
it.
Yeah, me neither.
He was actually like
Pretty good?
The movie was
Good
okay.
actor.
He actually did a good job in it.
Okay, all right. So that's I'm assuming he's got like a rabid fan base.
I mean, he's like
is-
the most streamed artist on Spotify.
Okay, all right. So it checked out. It wasn't like 25 artists said no, and they
I
went
don't
to
know,
the
maybe.
26th.
Maybe.
I would not like Alondra said. The most streamed artist last year was Bad Bunny. So.
All right.
I mean, even people that don't listen to Spanish or know Spanish
Sure.
like Bad Bunny.
I feel like I've seen the name out there.
Yeah.
Don't know who it was.
I mean,
didn't even know it was a
yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
We got there.
Yeah, I tried to make a good rabbit joke last night to my kids and Katie. They didn't like it. They didn't like it.
What was it?
Oh, no,
That's
Bad
what-
Bunny, good rabbit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't like it.
Oh, what? Yeah.
T-Bob was rubbing off on me.
Yeah.
That didn't slap.
It's a good one.
Weston Branch.
Yes. Oh, Jackson Fart.
I think he made
beat the Chargers
a
yesterday.
joke about like I don't remember who it was, but he made a joke about that on one of the shows he does now, and nobody laughed at it. And I was like, I would have given you a
Alondra
laugh.
would have given you a
Yeah.
courtesy laugh. For sure.
Wasn't there a female that was named something with a bunny too? Am I
Maybe.
completely off?
Maybe.
Probably.
I don't know.
I don't know. Anywho,
Bad Bunny was also on the WWE full time,
True.
as we see inside the chat. I think I do actually know it from that more than anything because my 16-year-old, my 13-year-old watched
wrestler, actor, singer,
Mhm.
that. Rapper.
He's a triple threat.
triple threat.
Yeah.
The halftime show could be anything.
It could be anything.
It could just not even be music. Just go out there and do whatever you want.
It could be you just wrestle.
It does feel like a weird decision for the NFL's audience, though.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's kind of trending
But I
more
love
like
him.
there hasn't been a country halftime show in 32 years.
well,
True.
so y'all probably seen this. I saw it last year for the first time. Jay-Z picks the halftime show.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, his
Like
company.
they
yeah.
say
I guess
the
title,
halftime
yeah.
show presented by Rock Nation. Like
Yeah.
Jay-Z picks it. So like when I look and I'm like, I don't know who this is, and I'm like, I get it. It's not my style, but like it's fine. People seem to love it.
Sure.
But yeah, like that's if it trends in that direction.
Yep. We're gonna have to
Jay-Z
play one
picks
of one of those songs today. See if I recognize.
Oh, I got you.
Tay, before we get the pleasantries out of the way and
This
dive
has
into
been actually very nice.
therapeutic and dive
Great way to take
into
our
we'll
mind
start
off
we'll
things.
start obviously with LSU, but before we take a break and get there, how are you doing, sir? How was your weekend? The Bucks fall to the Eagles, but your old team, they look good. They
Yeah,
tied.
congrats on the tie, Matt. Really cool.
Thanks. Thanks.
I stayed up to watch that game and
Better than the loss.
like I saw the kick, and Victoria was probably expecting a reaction of me out of the kick. I was just stone-faced. She's like, what happened? I was like, it's over. They tied.
It's over.
She's like, they don't keep playing? I was like, no. I stayed up to watch a tie.
Yep.
I could have just went to bed and saw that in the morning.
I went to bed right when overtime. I couldn't.
All things considered, though, I'm doing well. In a relatively good mood this morning, doing better than the LSU offense. But you know what? I woke up this morning realizing I'm not on the team and it's not my fault. So I'm going to keep on chugging along.
So it's we when we're winning.
Yeah.
Wow. It's you when we lose. Holy cow. Didn't see that coming.
I take the loss on the chin. I'm just saying the loss is not my fault. I didn't contribute to the win against Clemson either. Just I'm the fan. Wasn't on the team, but no, man. The Bucs got punched in the mouth before the game even started. I mean, 14-0 like that. A block punt for a touchdown. Then another punt. Then the Eagles score. It's 14-0 in like 5 minutes, and they couldn't claw back out of it. They did a good job trying to get back. Yeah. I mean, they made it a 8-point game. Baker throws a pick at the goal line. If that ball's called, I mean, it's a tie game right there potentially. Jalen Hurts did not complete a pass in the second half. That's a problem. Like, that Philly offense just really isn't that good.
Yeah, they keep winning, though.
They keep winning, sure, but remember last year.
Try telling the national people that.
Remember last year.
But they keep winning?
No, they can't stand it when anyone says anything almost like alluding to something potentially negative about Jalen Hurts.
Yeah. Right, and me and you were talking before the show Thursday. I was kind of defending Jalen Hurts, but Saquon's not getting the yards he was last year. He had 67 yards rushing yesterday. And Jalen Hurts didn't complete a pass in the second half. That's a problem.
Mm-hmm. Our team's so good, though.
They're very good. They know how to win games.
All right. Yeah, that was the good part. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll give you the other part. We'll start to break down LSU and Ole Miss. We'll start to give you the tale of the tape, how it happened, what needs to happen throughout the show. Some of the analytics and some of the things that have gone wrong for LSU, certainly on the offensive side of the football. At some point, I know Matt wants to watch some tape up on the screen as well. So we've got a lot coming your way. Obviously, the New Orleans Saints go to Buffalo, and they fight like hell. They're a play here, play there. Certainly put up a great fight, but, in the NFL, no moral victories. Yeah. So we'll break that down as well. All that coming back your way here on OTB.
Off the bench.
Let's get this morning started.
Let's go ahead and go for dose.
Why not? Monday morning.
Well, the weekend, it was a rough one. So, enjoy tonight's games with a couple of ice cold Dos Equis. Hopefully you had some ice cold Dos Equis watching that. That helps. It's always a great time to go for dose. If you want to go tailgating, if you want to have a good time, make sure you got that ice chest full of ice cold Dos Equis. No better time than right now, the current time, the fall time, to go for dose.
Yeah, look, it was a gloom and doom type weekend, but guess what? It's Monday. It's a new week. That's a good thing. The sun always rises again, and when it does, let's go for dose. Let's have a couple pops this week. Let's get ready to face this week with no wins under our belt, but we're going to go for dose. Get that Mexican lager. Drink responsibly. Go for dose.
Ey, Titi me preguntó si tengo muchas novias. Muchas novias. Hoy tengo a una, mañana a otra. Ey, pero no hay boda. Titi me preguntó si tengo muchas novias. Muchas novias. Hoy tengo a una, mañana a otra. Me la voy a llevar a todas pa' un VIP, un VIP.
From players to legends, Hester and Flynn break down LSU football like only champions can.
Saluden a Titi, vamos a tirarle un selfie. 6 chis, que sonrían las que ya se olvidaron de mí. Me gustan mucho las Gabriela, las Patricia, las Nicole, las Sofía.
All right, welcome back in OTB here on this Monday morning. It was Ole Miss 24, LSU 19. A little bit of tail of the tape before we get into it. First downs, Ole Miss had 28. LSU only had 16. probably the biggest storyline in the game. Third down, Ole Miss, 50%, 8 of 16. LSU, 2 of 11 on third downs. There was a point where you were deep in the game and you had yet to convert a third down. Both teams were 2 for 2 on fourth down. Shout out to Kyle Parker. What a hell of an individual effort to keep the game at least alive. Total yards, 484 for Ole Miss, 256 for LSU. Passing yards, 314 for Ole Miss, 197 for LSU. Both quarterbacks throw an interception. Yards per pass, 8.1 for Ole Miss, 5.8 for LSU. Time of possession, 32-22 for Ole Miss, 27-38 for LSU. Penalties, they tried to give it to you. 14 penalties for Ole Miss for 109 yards. For LSU, 7 penalties for 78 yards. And here's where you want to throw up. Rushing, 170 for Ole Miss on 42 attempts, 4 yards per rush. For LSU, it was 59 rushing yards on 21 attempts, 2.8 yards per attempt. Your leading rusher was Harlan Berry, who had 7 carries for 22 yards. That was your leading rusher. Certainly, that's troublesome. We've talked about the lack of the running game, the inability to run the football. Now, this was an Ole Miss defense coming in that, we harped on it time and time again, was 16th in the SEC, and they were 16th by 30 yards. Right, they were, somewhere like 195, 15th was 165, somewhere in that range. And you still ran the ball 21 times for 59 yards. Now, you can make the argument a lot of the rushing yards Ole Miss gave up was to dual threat quarterbacks. I understand that. But also, you've got certain things in your run package where, you motion Xavier Thomas in there, you try to get an extra blocker in the box, and you try to replicate some of those things because you don't, you have a pocket passer. Sure, I'll listen to it for a little bit. But you still can't run the football, right? 21 for 59, 2.8. You run 5 outside zones, you run 10 inside zones, you run 2 counters, and you run 3 man concepts. It's, you never established the run. You never committed to the run. It's what Ole Miss actually had the most trouble with, again, coming into the game. And that was surprising. I'm going to be honest with you. I know LSU hasn't run the football effectively this year, but I thought, Matt, even down A-back, even down Caden Durham, you've got Harlan Berry. Juwan Johnson had played really well. Caleb Jackson only gets 1 carry in the game here. Xavier Thomas actually gets 4 carries in the game, but when you motion him in the backfield, you get him the football every time.
Mm-hmm. There's no looks off of that.
Right.
So there's no plays that I've seen that are off of that. We've shown it every week.
I think you ran a reverse one time. Maybe. I think to Barry on Brown. I think it was out of that formation.
But we've shown that formation and that play every single week now. And Ole Miss, obviously, they watch film. They were ready for it, and they just immediately ran another guy into the box. But it wasn't the extra guy in the box that was really making the plays. It was just linemen getting beat at the line of scrimmage. Getting beat at the point of contact. We are doing a really poor job of blocking the defensive line games. When they cross, when a defensive end goes outside, when the defensive line moves laterally, we can't block it. We just can't get off that block. We can't pass it off. It creates issues.
That was trouble against Southeastern.
It's been trouble every single week.
Yeah.
And it's reared its head again this past week. And I'm watching the game. I'm like, all right, maybe just keep going to it. We have to establish the running game. And I think a lot more running plays were called. But I'm really getting annoyed of watching so many RPOs and so many options to throw little screen passes behind the line of scrimmage. I believe we had 38 passes this past weekend, 11 of them behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah. It can be an extension of your run game if you're struggling to run the football. It can be it can be something where, hey, we got to get some yards, some high.
And there were some of these that
efficiency
worked.
type
There's
stuff.
a couple. I think one or two of them got a first down. But it seems to be the only answer that we have. When you go to the well too many times, you can't expect receivers to hold up on blocks every single time. Like you said, I see different run pass options in the NFL a ton yesterday. It was like backside one-step slants. It wasn't, I'm going to throw a screen to my receiver and rely on two other receivers to maintain their blocks.
Yeah.
And not get holding calls. Holding calls happen all the time. I can't remember it happening, but like it's going to happen.
Yeah, LSU had one.
It's going to be first and 20 because it was an
Good-ass Green
RPO.
got one,
It's going to be an RPO to the outside. I'm tired of okay, I've seen it. It's a tool to use every now and then. It's not a complete offensive philosophy. So, but still, when you hand the ball off, you have to be able to win one-on-one blocks. Our combination blocking was with two linemen or working through one defensive lineman to get to the second level of the linebackers is not good.
Yeah.
It's not good. They're worried too much about it.
Yeah.
Our eyes in the wrong spot. Early in the first quarter, left tackle, left guard, working up defensive tackle to the Mike linebacker. Left tackle gets off him, and his eyes go straight to the corner who's close to the box.
Yep.
Why are your eyes at the corner? They shouldn't be.
Right.
Guess what? He's late to get to the Mike linebacker. Mike linebacker makes the play.
Yeah.
It's just little things, and it's frustrating. It's like, okay, fine. Our running game, it's not going to be a threat. We didn't really know if it would be this year. Yeah. Hey, but at least we got our passing game to hang our hat on.
You threw for 4,000 yards plus last year. And it's like, you got to run the football better if you want to win a championship. And we talked about it, and you hope there would be some diversity in the run game. And you would
this
hope
Ole Miss,
that you would have more success on the ground. But
this Ole Miss secondary is not good. They're not good. We have to call it like we see it. So for LSU to not have success against that secondary, that means we were also not very good.
Yeah.
And we weren't. No, but we're not going to sit here. We are the most like card carrying LSU.
Everybody knows that we played there.
I mean, it's like, so we can't lie. We can't sit up here and blow smoke. It was not good. It was objectively bad. Garrett Nussmeier played bad. I'm not saying anything nobody knows. I'm not saying anything that Nussmeier doesn't know. He played bad.
Yeah.
Something is off. Something is wrong. You can't tell me he's not injured. You can't tell me there's something not hurting him. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's an ab. I have no idea what it is. But you can't tell me, and we can look at some later. Hey, hand in the air. Coaching flag football yesterday. Didn't get a chance to go through the film 5 times.
He was. I can confirm. I was out there with him.
Coaching my tail off out there, guys.
Yeah.
I think we completed a couple passes that LSU couldn't the other day. Not a big deal. 10U. But if you can't look at Nussmeier and say, yep, that guy's playing like he's normal.
Right.
There's something off. And I don't know what it is, and it's a shame.
Look, for as long as he's been on campus, we've known one thing about him. He can make every throw, correct?
Correct.
You went to
4 years.
You went to practice the first year he got here, and it's before Matt was doing this show. And Matt didn't follow high school recruiting. He didn't follow. He knew ball. He didn't know names and numbers, right? And it was one of those, hey, who's this guy?
Yeah.
And you text me, and I was like, well, that's Garrett Nussmeier. And you're like, okay, well, this guy can spin it. So look, obvious, right? Last year, those were over 4,000 yards. You go back and you look at the Oklahoma game, the Baylor game. Tate brought up the UCLA game where he's hitting deep shots. He hit one against South Carolina. That crosser that he hit to Lacey coming across, I think it was the final drive to go take the lead. Incredible throw.
Yeah, it was the one that got him inside the 10, and then Durham
pretty
scored
much
to play
every
late.
time he's put a helmet on and they put him on the field and played tackle football.
Yeah, okay.
He's made throws wow.
Well, I've seen people say, guys, he could have did D-balls last year. Yeah, he was overthrowing guys a year ago. He can't get it there this year.
It's an amalgamation, really, of a lot of things, y'all. Like it truly is. Thank you. Thank you. T-Bob, you listening? No, you're working? Okay.
Now spell it.
Huff.
You. UH.
Oh, I couldn't do it for the lottery numbers right now.
It starts with you.
It's an A. It starts with an A.
UHM.
UH is crazy.
I mean, that was a joke, clearly.
You like sounded out.
Malga. Yep.
So it's right now, like, I don't know what I'm going to give you as a positive. Like it's that right now. It's scheme, it's performance, it's execution, it's everything right now.
There's no positive. There's no positive spin to it.
No, there's no flow to it. Okay, and we talk about this all the time. Like when you're in a flow offensively, like, and you saw Lane Kiffin do it in the game. Like you make play calls for the rest of the game, not just in that moment.
Yep.
Like you can make a play call in that moment, that one, like, I really like this play. Let's go down the chart. Yeah, sure. Let's run that one. And you can make a play. That's not going to be success down the road. Like as a play caller, you call them and you're like, okay, well, this is, hey, later on, we're going to call this. We're going to have some success. But when we call it, it's going to be a nail in the coffin type call. Right. And you felt like Lane had that in this game. And like right now, it feels like you're just going and looking, it's like, I like that play. Let's run that play. But it's not, hey, let's run that to run this. Let's run this to run that later on. And every level of football, that's how you have to be thinking. You have to be thinking about the totality of the game and how you're calling them. And like the first 15 is one thing, and we'll get there, by the way. The first 15's not been great for LSU. But when you're a play caller, like that's how it goes. Like you're running the plays to be successful throughout the game, and you're setting things up throughout the game as well.
A well-called game, well-executed game plan is like storytelling. It's like writing a book. It's like writing a movie. There's a plot. There's a build-up. There is twists. There's turns. There's a climax. There's a conclusion. But it's all part of one story you're creating. You're telling, right? So you are. And it's all on purpose. There's reasons to doing things. There's reason for play calls early because you want to do something later. There is, but to be able to do that, to be able to execute that as a play caller, like you have to stay on schedule. Like you could have the greatest game plan ever thought of, but you can't foresee every time you run the ball, you get stuff to the line of scrimmage. You can't foresee that. So there's a lot of that with it. Yes, the play calling has to be better. The game plan has to be better. Certainly the execution. There is not one person that you can look at that was like, hey, nice work. Good job. And that's coaching staff.
Yeah.
That's players. That's everybody. And it's not just one person either. But to be able to just to go out there and put that performance, no matter what the reason is. I know you're down your best running back. I know, obviously, I don't care what you tell me. I don't care the words you use to spin it. Your quarterback is not right. He's not healthy. I don't know why he played last week. You told me he was better. He's clearly not. You can go clip after clip and watch him throw. You can see him wincing after throw. I mean, it's just like,
and we talked about it in length about him playing against Southeastern.
yeah.
I mean, something.
So I hear the words coming out of your mouth, but what is happening on the field is painting a whole different picture. What's happening on the field statistically from a game plan standpoint and how many throws you're reliant to make behind the line of scrimmage or within a couple of yards of the line of scrimmage is telling me, like, your actions speak so loud, I don't care what you're saying. And that is what we are seeing happening right now. So, yeah, it's unfortunate. I wish he was 100%, but right this second he's not. And it's affecting the outcome of a game. It hadn't leading up to this game. We've gotten away with it. We beat two teams that were supposed to be good, and guess what? They're not very good.
Yeah.
Florida, Clemson, they're not good. We thought they were. They should have been. So we play a team that is that's on a little bit of a roll. a team that I still believe is going to lose 3 games.
I think
this
Ole
year.
Miss is going to lose 3 games this year too. I think that's a 9-3 football team.
So something's got to be fixed. Like, okay, you got away with it the first couple of games, and it still didn't look good. These same concerns were there the first 4 games, right?
Yeah.
But a W in the win column kind of overshadows everything, but you still have to take that deep dive. So we cannot continue to do the same things over and over and expect a different result. Something has to happen. Something's got to change. Adjustments need to be made, whatever they are. They can be big, they can be little, but something's got to be tweaked here and there because I haven't seen much different from a game plan and certainly not an execution standpoint than I did this week from Clemson.
Yeah.
Hadn't been much.
Honestly, like Clemson might have been like the best that it's looked. I think if you think about like some of the stuff and some of the middle screens and different things they did,
because no one had seen it.
Because nobody had seen it,
game.
right?
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, well, like what's the encore to that? So when we come back,
and I don't like I'm seeing these people like saying Kiffin playing chess, Kelly's playing. I don't think that's the case. Like, did Kiffin come off as a genius this past weekend, or did we have a quarterback just couldn't throw the ball because he looks like he's hurt and couldn't run the ball? I don't know if that makes the other coach a genius or not.
I'd say the best thing that Lane did was a couple of the 4th down calls and
He made some good calls. I mean, he's
3rd down.
Yeah, he's a great offensive call.
Yeah. But to your point, as bad as you played, we could point out 4 or 5 plays that if you execute, not if you something goes down. No, the play that was there, if you execute the play that was there that was available to you and going to be successful, then the game's completely different. So, but when we come back, I'd like to tell you that we're going to pump some sunshine, but we're not because
never know.
So I got to give you the opening drive so far of every game, and we'll give you that when we come back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to Get Gordon. GetGordon.com is the website. That phone number is your area code in Louisiana, followed by 888-8888. Anywhere in Louisiana, we'll be able to help you out. At Get Gordon's going to be the handle on all major social media. See what they've got going on throughout the local communities in the state of Louisiana. Always got something going on with your favorite LSU and Louisiana athletes, obviously in the communities there throughout the state of Louisiana. So go to the website today. Again, anywhere in the state of Louisiana. Get Gordon and get it done.
That's right. Get it done. Get Gordon. Gordon McKernan, injury attorneys. Look, if you've been injured, whether it's a car accident, whether you're driving to work, coming home, whether it's at work, whatever it is, let Gordon McKernan, injury attorneys, fight for you. They've been doing it all over Louisiana for a long time. We know the name. We've seen the billboards, whatever. That's because they can help you. Go to getgordon.com.
Tigers turn talkers. This is Off the Bench.
Have you got color in your cheeks? Do you ever get that feel that you can't shift, the tide that sticks around like summits in your teeth? Are there some aces?
All right, welcome back in OTB here on this Monday morning, continuing to break down LSU's loss to the Ole Miss Rebels on the road in Oxford. All right, Matt.
We having fun yet or what?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
all right,
sure,
so
good.
Here's what I want to give you, and CB and I talked about it on the broadcast. Here's your opening drives so far this year. Right, so your scripted plays, the ones that you've got, it's 10 to 15 depending on who your coordinator is. I don't know how LSU does it. I've always played with a coach that like to have 15 scripted plays. Those were the plays you felt really good about before anybody made adjustments. These 15 plays should be your best plays. Would you say like that's how it was for you in your career?
They're usually the most well thought out plays. I would never say they're the best, but they're most of my team.
Hey, Mike McCarthy getting thrown under the bus.
And this isn't this is every coach, every level. Most of the coaches' first 15 were like, you want to see how smart I am? Watch this.
Now
Usually doesn't get rolling until like after those 15
Now
plays
watch
are
this
done.
drive.
Now watch this drive.
All right. Against the Clemson Tigers, your first drive, 6 plays, 36 yards, punt. Your first drive against Louisiana Tech, 4 plays, 11 yards, interception. Your first series against the Florida Gators, 3 plays, 6 yards, punt. Your first series against Southeastern, 3 plays, 5 yards, punt. Your first series against the Ole Miss Rebels, 3 plays, 4 yards, punt. So you've had 4 punts and 1 interception in your opening drive of your 5 games so far this year. It's not that case. It's not that case last year. And also, you're a team that likes to be aggressive and you like to take the ball. Win or lose the coin toss, like you want the ball.
Sure.
So that's also something. And look, if I came here and there wasn't a lot of touchdowns, or maybe you get some field goals on these opening drives, you want to get points, and points are great, right? Certainly to start off the game. But I think the most troublesome thing is 36 yards being your most.
Right.
And remember, that was, I think, I could be wrong here. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I think Caden Durham breaking like a couple of tackles at the line of scrimmage and then going the opposite way was most of the yardage against Clemson.
That was first play, right?
I'm pretty sure that was the
First
opening drive.
play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So outside of the Clemson game, we're talking about 26 yards on your opening drive in the next 4 games. 26 yards, 4 games, opening drive. That's, again, like North Turner, who I played for, like opening drive was like his baby. Like he was so adamant, and so like maybe it's me. maybe it's something that I take, too close to heart.
Sure.
But I know for sure 20-something yards in 4 games, 1 against an FCS opponent, 1 against one from Coosa, and then 2 SEC games. That dog will not hunt.
No, I think the motto of most coaches at most every single sport is always start fast. Start fast. So yes, you're trying to work the best plays that you have. You're trying to you have a whole week of film. You have a whole offseason of film, but you have multiple games to watch of a defense that you're about to go, and you're scripting plays that are going to at least put you in the best chance to stay on schedule. And I know we talk about this. You might be tired of hearing us say stay on schedule, but it is the most important thing in the game of football to do as an offense and for a quarterback and for confidence of everybody and for rhythm and to get into that quote-unquote zone that everybody likes to get into. It's because you stay on schedule. As a quarterback, and a play caller, it's really easy to do sometimes, but we used to always say, man, don't get bored. Don't get bored as a quarterback. Don't get bored
At
as
every
an
level of
coordinator.
football, don't get bored. Yes, I try. Oh my gosh,
Just don't get bored.
that's
with
what the
taking
defense
what they
wants you to
give
do. They want you to get
Exactly.
bored. They want you to force something.
They do. And as a play caller, as a quarterback, and it's and I'm not saying that we are. I'm just saying what we're doing is not really working. So you have your first 15. This is kind of how it works. You got your first 15 based on normal down and distance. And then let's just say you run your first 2 plays out of your first 15. You're not automatically going to run the third because it might be third down. If it's 3rd and 7 to 8, then you go on your play calling sheet.
Yep.
You go to this little column that is a 3rd and 7 to 10 or 3rd and 6 to 9 or whatever, however you break it down.
Right.
You go to that and you have 6 or 7 plays under that 3rd and 7 to 10, and you call that play. And then you get a first down. You go back to play number 3 on your first 15.
Yeah.
And you might call 3, 4. Okay, we got a first down. Let's go to 5, 6. Oh, it's third down again. Third and 3 to 5. Let me go to my 3rd and 3 to 5. That's how that kind of works. So it's not like we're calling 15 straight plays.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. But this is in a normal down and distance situation. That's not a 3rd and uncomfortable. This is the plays we're going to call. Right. So, I mean, it might take you halfway through the second quarter to get through your first 15. And if you're like Ole Miss, it might take you till like 4 minutes into the game to get through your first 15 because they ran 50 plays in the first half. But That's kind of how it goes. And for whatever reason, we're just not executing. I don't know if people are nervous, if people are pressing, if they're trying to make something happen. So what happens a lot of times, this psychology of the human being, like when things aren't going your way, you press harder sometimes.
Yeah.
And you press and you try to make things happen. When in football, that gets you beat. That puts what we're seeing on the field, if you're pressing too much. You just got to let it come to you. Like I'm watching the first play of the game right now, and maybe in the second hour, maybe we'll go through the first drive of the offense and just kind of like, I don't have a detailed breakdown of it. I don't have a lot of like teaching, coaching points, but let's talk through it. What plays they're running, what the read should be on that play, and why it didn't work. I think that might be a good little exercise.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like I don't even want to be like, all right, hey, let's pull up play number 47. And like, I just want to like watch a play. I don't care if you tell me what play it is,
right?
Like you said, and just like go through it.
Yep.
And like, okay, like here's why this didn't work. Here's what needs to happen, and I'd love to do that at some point here today. But I know one thing: you have got to be better on the opening drive of these games. You got to put a drive together, even if it ends in a punt. If you go 6 plays, 45 yards, and maybe you don't convert the third down, it's got to be better than the last 4 games, 11, 6, 5, and 4 yards on your opening drive. All right, we'll take a break. More OTB when we come back here on this Monday morning.
Off the bench.
All right, go to All-Star Toyota of BatonRouge.com, All-Star Toyota of BatonRouge.com. Buying new, leasing, or renting, every single thing is available. So if you want to go check out what they have for you and your family, if you want to have your needs always met, go see them over at All-Star. They've got mid-size SUVs. They've got full-size SUVs. They've got trucks. They've got vans. They've got sedans. They have hybrids. They have multiple options, and they've got the option for you. So, again, if you're buying new, if you're leasing, if you're renting, everything is available in all 3 of those processes. All-Star Toyota of BatonRouge.com.
Do you see me doing this?
Now watch me whip.
International sign of driving a Toyota right there. From All-Star Toyota. Look, if you want to, after this weekend, if you just want to get away, if you want to get off the grid and just go stare at trees for a little bit and just think, go rent a car right there at All-Star Toyota. Per-day rental prices, better than per-day rental prices when you get at the airport places. So go see them today. Go give them a call. All-Star Toyota of BatonRouge.com.
"2007 champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn. Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
All right, welcome back in. OTB, Monday morning.
Wish they would have gotten Modest Mouse to play halftime show.
Name another Modest Mouse song besides this one.
Name one Bad Bunny song.
I can name multiple.
I cannot.
That's an indictment, I feel like.
Was it Danny that loved Bad Bunny so
Danny
much?
also loved Bad Bunny.
Yeah, that's who it was. Okay. I didn't know if it was Mario or Danny, but one of them loved
Me and Danny love Bad
Bunny. Okay.
Puerto Rico?
Shout out Danny.
Puerto Rico?
He's Puerto Rican.
He didn't
Not
sing
Danny,
Despacito, does
but
he?
Bad Bunny.
No. Huh?
He didn't sing Despacito, does he?
No,
Close.
he's not in it either.
Very close.
That's a good song right there.
It's a good song.
Get those people to play halftime show.
Hey, I do want to. One other thing that I want to say. I mean, we got lots to say. I'm lying. It ain't just one thing. And y'all gonna be like, oh, of course. Anybody want to tell me the longest run that LSU's had this year?
Oh, I think it's they closed out Florida with the long one, right? With Caden Durham. That was like a 70-yarder.
Well, it's 50-something. It's 51, I believe, actually. This is the
I mean,
longest run.
That's got to be it.
Yeah, it is. 51 yards.
That was the long one.
That was a long. Yeah. Harlan Berry had a long one against, I think, Tech. Great individual effort. Anybody want to tell me what formation that was out of?
Oh, gosh.
And who was in?
You had the 2 lead blockers. You had 2
you're in I
fullbacks.
formation. You actually
Piper and Bauer
get offset I. Yeah.
Was it 22?
Well, yeah, because it might have even been 23. It It might have been 23
Yeah,
personnel.
might have been. 'Cause
You
it
had-
looked
you had-
like victory formation.
You had Bauer Sharp and Jack Pyburn at fullback.
Okay, and all jokes aside, and y'all know I'm always fighting for the fullback and being a meathead.
This is
You
real.
ran it one time, and you ran it for 51 yards. When's the next time we saw it?
You haven't seen it before or after.
Yeah, but like, remember that time we threw that pop past the receiver for a yard?
I thought you were about to say something
Let's
like,
just keep doing that one.
and I mean that, like,
Instead
dude,
of the one
you
that got
closed out the
51.
game against a good, like, Florida's a bad team, but defense is good defense. And you closed out the game, and you got in 23 personnel. I think it was 23. And you got an I formation, and then you still had an offset fullback, a little offset I. And you ran the football, and you ran it 51 yards. Hadn't seen it again. And Jack Pyburn played fullback at Florida, so that's like, it's not new to him.
Can I tell you that a defense loves when an offense is in shotgun every single play? Because it vanillas up the entire offense. When you're trying to run a 1 through 4 down offense, it vanillas it up.
Yeah.
Especially when you can't throw the ball very effectively. Defensive coordinators smile if they see that. Go into the center.
Yeah, more of this when we come back, hour 2.
It's fun.
Off the bench.
We're having fun.
We do have fun on Fridays.
Yeah, we do.
When we go out to Rouse's on Burbank.
You talking about your local Rouse's market?
That I am. You can go to rouses.com to see which one is closest to you. It is always going to be, something local. If you want to get your My High, you can get it at Rouse's, right? They're all about supporting this area. And when you go to the website and we give you the website, it's for a reason. Like, we want you to find the one that is, near you, but also, like, it's going to pull up all the specials, all the offers that they have going on this week. And it's always going to be a ton of those. And you can check those out again at rouses.com and come see us on Football Fridays at Rouse's.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that we would send you to like a website of a grocery store, but that's where you can find deals, you can find coupons, you can find all the things to get. And so if you're going to do your grocery shopping this week, and we have to do it, it's a necessity, make sure you're doing it local. So go visit your local Rouse's market today.